What's going on, everybody? Still coming to you from Singapore, but I got some fantastic news to talk to you about in this video. I told you yesterday it looked like October was going to be a very, very bullish month. And I kind of wish I could have shot this video hours ago before the big pumps have come. But sure enough, here we are. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing on the charts, what is causing those pumps, and what is this coin that I am buying a lot of right now before it is too late. You guys know I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you you have to buy it, but I want to make sure you guys are clear about what I'm doing in the crypto space. So if you did want to copy it of your own volition, go for it. But with that being said, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We have only put out a couple pieces of content so far, and we're getting thousands of views on this new channel, but still below that 2,000 subscriber mark. Maybe we just hit it as you're watching this, but make sure you're subscribed to our second channel, our new channel, to help us get back up towards 60,000 subscribers. With this said, let's go ahead and jump on into it. What is going on in the markets today? Over the last couple of hours, Bitcoin has exploded back up above $116,000. ETH has gotten back up above $4,300. Solana, one of the top movers of the day and one of our successful trades from last week, is back up, pushing towards $220, back up towards a very key level of resistance that was support not only a week ago. If I were to go through every single altcoin out there, we would have to spend a very long time in this video, but in a nutshell, crypto is booming. What's even better is that a chart called the Bitcoin Dominance Chart, BTC.D, is also starting to pull back over the last couple of hours. This chart has to do with how much of a market cap dominance Bitcoin has. And when it's going to the upside, that's not necessarily a great thing for altcoins. But as it comes back down to the downside, especially with price movements going up, it's all the more reason to continue to believe an altcoin season is here. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see it's hitting a lot of resistance levels, getting back to a premium zone and getting overextended in Lux Algo. It also is giving us some bearish divergence here where we have put in a higher high in price action, but a lower high in our oscillators. And when I look at the Lux Algo oscillator, I'm seeing a very good sign right now where we're seeing a sell signal on the 4-hour chart. This red reversal, the bearish divergence, that gray momentum dot, and negative money flow all say that this chart, for at least the next couple of days, should be coming back to the downside. While the daily chart has not quite given us that signal just yet, I want to continue to let you know, as long as we maintain below this level right here, this smart trail on the daily chart, below 60%, everything is okay. I'm not convinced we have to go all the way up there, but I wanted to make sure we just remind you, even if for some reason this reverses after this video comes out, make sure you're clear. As long as we stay below 60% and don't close any major daily candles above that line, we're going to be okay for altcoin season. Going back really quickly over into Bitcoin, we are seeing some very exciting things right now where a daily buy signal did confirm itself here with green reversal, bullish momentum, and positive money flow. Now, while that is very good news, the bad news we have here is that we technically only are kind of promised to get back up here towards $118,000. What we need to see happen is a break above this resistance level to get above 120,000, and then all of a sudden we could be off to the races with new all-time highs coming. When pulling up liquidations, you can see that 118.6 mark is going to be very important to watch, with a whole lot of bright short liquidations to be taken out. But can we make a full sweep all the way back towards all-time highs? That's going to be the question that we don't probably have answered for at least the next couple of days. But let's get into a couple of reasons in the news while we're pumping, and then we'll get into the altcoin that I'm buying like crazy. So while we've had rumors for quite some time, it's been confirmed now that Vanguard is going to be offering crypto products to their clients. Now, they manage $9.3 trillion, so no small amount of money here. This is massively bullish. Another big story right now is that the US ADP non-farm employment change came out lower than expected. This is bad for labor, but right now, bad labor news equals good news for rate cuts. Polymarket right now has more than a 95% probability of another rate cut happening in October. And as long as unemployment doesn't get out of control and recession doesn't come in, rate cuts will be bullish. Now, the other big breaking news is that the US government has officially shut down. And this is causing some concern with retail investors across the space. But I'm here to make sure to set the record straight. As we told you last week, the history of government shutdowns is not necessarily very bearish. In fact, if you go back to the last time we had a government shutdown, December of 2018, we actually found this to be a very bullish situation for the markets. Let's go take a look at what Bitcoin's chart looked like during the mid-December period of 2018 when we had a government shutdown. Now, when I'm zoomed in like this, it might not look like a lot, but effectively, this is what the days of the early shutdown looked like for Bitcoin's price action. When zooming out, you'll actually find that this time period was the exact bottom of the 2018 bear market, and everything from here on out would actually end up being bullish. Now, obviously, we're not at the bottom of a bear market, so I'm not going to try to draw the exact replica and say we're going to see the exact same thing happen again. But in a nutshell, what you need to understand is that markets don't automatically just crash due to the shutdowns. And as you guys can tell, we had this news of a shutdown a long time ago, and the markets have been rallying. Seems like a very classic sell the rumor, buy the news type of event. Let me know in the comments down below, how are you feeling about this government shutdown? How do you feel about your crypto portfolio? Are you bullish for October, or are you still thinking that a major crash is coming? But now it's time to get into the coin that I'm buying a whole lot of right now before it is too late. And some of you will not be surprised by this pick at all. But I want to be very clear, this is a coin that is very hot and has some fantastic news that others are going to buy it to skyrocket the price to the upside. That coin's name is Chainlink. Now, if you hadn't heard, Chainlink had some very big news in the last 48 hours that I want to make sure you're aware of. On September 30th, Chainlink and Swift unveiled plans for a full product rollout on Swift's integration and Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. This will enable seamless tokenized asset transfers between blockchains and legacy systems, targeting the $100 trillion fund industry. Not just that, but Chainlink has also just completed phase 2 of a pilot with 24 major financial institutions. That includes Swift, DTCC, Euroclear, JP Morgan, and Citi. This will overhaul the $58 billion annual corporate action process. In a nutshell, Chainlink just made a major play to be the end-all be-all of real-world assets and also the coin that the big banks are using. Now, this is causing some confusion online, as a lot of people are saying, well, what the heck is XRP for? And while I do think this is a major win for Chainlink holders and potentially a small little kicker to the XRP community, I want to be very clear, I don't think XRP is a dead project. In fact, I still think that XRP will be utilized by the large banks as well. Chainlink and XRP are not necessarily the exact same thing. While a lot of people are looking at these relationships and saying, oh, Chainlink won the race, the reality is there's room for both of them to eat from the big banks. But if you're going to ask me which coin is going to be more bullish from here on out in this bull run, I'm sorry, XRP Army. I love you. I'm holding the token, but Chainlink is the winner. After falling back below $20, Chainlink is on the move again, back up above $22. We've recently broken some resistance here around the 22.20 mark, and the next level of resistance will be closer towards 23, where we have a breaker block in play. But on the daily chart, now that we've bounced off of the blue smart trail and hit that major support level, we're now seeing a buy signal come in on the daily chart with a green reversal, bullish momentum, and positive money flow. This is going to give us a target all the way back up towards $25. Now, you might be saying, Tim, that's $25. That's not even a new high for this cycle. And I agree. I think it's going to go a whole lot higher than that in the news. All I can do, though, is look at the charts and show you what the next move can be for the coin. So whether you want to day trade or whether you want to hold long term, both situations show price action in the short term going to the upside. This news will continue to have ripple effects as Chainlink takes over the real world asset play and is utilized by every large institution in the world. This is a coin that my $300 price prediction might not be bullish enough. I want to remind you, it's not 2026. I've always said that I think those prices come in the year 2026. So make sure to continue to watch the channel. If you think that I'm wrong, if you think that I'm way too bullish on Chainlink, stay with us, maintain a viewership of what we're talking about, and let's see what happens in the year 2026 before we say Tim's a little crazy. This is the exact type of news that I was expecting to come out years ago, and is why I've been so bullish on the project. It's finally time for that bullishness to pay off. Well, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I have one more day here in Singapore before I head back to the States. I'm very tired. I've not gotten used to these new hours yet, so hopefully I'm not too jet lagged when I get back, because I'm kind of sleeping during the day right now and staying up most of the night. Make sure on your way out to smash that like button, though, and share the channel with a friend of yours who hasn't been able to find us for the last week. A small update there real quickly. If you are a big follower of our channel, there is a small chance in the future we might be able to use the large channel again. So don't unsubscribe from it right now. However, until we hear word and confirmation from the YouTube team themselves, it is looking like this is going to be the future of our content. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels and stick around to find out what the future looks like for the Tim Warren Trading Group. If you want to go a little deeper and you want to be closer to the community and support what we're doing, make sure you go check out the VIP Trading Group, where every single day we're hosting live trading sessions. We have academy sessions where we teach you how to actually read the markets, read the news, read the charts, and learn how to trade all this for yourselves. If you're looking for exchanges and things to purchase cryptocurrency or to learn how to trade, make sure to check out the description where you'll find everything you need to know to get started in trading today. With all that said, love you guys. I will see you next time. Adios.